Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWAS. Continuing on with NFL Week 15, doing New England, Arizona in this one. Let's do it. All right, like I said, Patriots are on the road in Arizona for this one. The Cards are laying 5.5, pretty much across the board. I do see a 6 out there. Total sitting at 46, and I see a couple 45 and a halves as well. Take a look at the pie charts, and according to the data, tickets coming in on the New England side, over 55% of the tickets. About 70% of the money, though, is on Arizona. As I always say, take this data with a grain of salt. So let's get into this matchup, and we'll start with the New England offense against the Cards defense. This graphic looking kind of ugly. I mean, New England offensively, 29th in yards per play on the season, 19th in success rate. Arizona's defense, 17th and 31st. I will say, though, both of these units have been slightly better as of late. Since Drake May took over at quarterback. Not that the Patriots offense has been good, but it's definitely been better. And even Arizona's defense has shown some life lately. I wouldn't call it a good defense, but it's definitely been better than 31st in success rate, although getting off the field is a problem for the Cardinals. So let's start with the run game. Will the Patriots be able to run the football in this game? Quick glance at this graphic. Might be tough to generate some push. Patriots offensive line, as I'm sure you know if you follow the NFL this year, has been a mess. I mean, they are crushed with injuries. It wasn't even a great offensive line to begin with. So many injuries. They're missing, I think, 4 starters right now. I mean, they've been rocked all season. They're 24th in adjusted line yards, 32nd in run blocking grade, 31st in yards before contact. Cardinals defensive front, 17th, 18th, and 23rd. So a slight edge to the Cardinals there. I will say New England has been, I guess, showing something in terms of a run game. In the last 5 games, they're averaging over 133 rushing yards per game, 4.9 yards per carry. Obviously, those look pretty good. Success rate per rush is still down below 30%. So let's not get it twisted. These numbers look a little bit better. This is still not a good rushing attack. And Arizona's defense, like I said, they have been better recently. The second half of the season has been better for the Cardinals defense. Look at their last 4 home games. Just 96 rushing yards allowed per game, 4.17 yards per carry. Success rate per rush down at 40%. So the Cardinals have actually been pretty decent against the run. Now, you can point at Cole Strange and say the Patriots are getting a piece back. I know you look at this graphic and you're like, this offensive line is in a situation, but that's not new. That's been the case all year. Cole Strange may be returning at left guard, which would, I mean, he hasn't played all year. So I guess that's something, but I don't know how much Cole Strange moves the needle for me personally. Yeah, the Patriots run game has been slightly better as of late, but I like the way this Arizona defense looks, so I doubt New England's able to consistently run the ball in this game, maybe a little bit, but don't have a lot of faith in the Patriots run game. That being said, when we get to the matchup for Drake May, this is where you can find some value on the Patriots in this one. The Cardinals run a lot of zone coverage. Over 75% of their defensive snaps are in zone coverage, 5th most in the NFL. Drake May actually has better numbers against man. His numbers against zone coverage, 28th, 31st, and 25th. So we're off to a bad start here, but check this out. The Cardinals also run a lot of cover 2. Since week 8, the Cardinals have been running a lot more cover 2. In fact, 5th in cover 2 frequency since week 8. Also, a lot of 2 high safety looks, 3rd in 2 high safety frequency. The reason I'm bringing this up is that plays into the strength of Drake May. He's been much better against 2 high safeties. He actually really struggles against single high safety looks. He's also been much better against cover 2. He's actually 8th in the NFL in pass rating against cover 2. So the defense the Cardinals have been playing the second half of the year where they're finding some success actually plays into the strength of Drake May. Also, Cardinals don't blitz. They're 25th in blitz rate. Drake May, much better when not blitzed. When not blitzed, he's 12th in completion percentage, 19th in PFF passer grade, 16th in big time throw rate, 24th in turnover worthy play rate. You can see on the left side of this graphic, his numbers when blitzed are concerning. 40th in turnover worthy play rate when blitzed. So Cardinals do not blitz a lot. Another positive angle for Drake May. Also, on that same topic, the Cardinals pass rush, they don't generate a lot of pressure. They're 27th in pressure rate, so Drake May should finally have some clean pockets to throw from. That offensive line's been a nightmare, so he's been under pressure a lot. Now, yes, it's concerning that his numbers aren't very good when given a clean pocket. He's actually one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL when given a clean pocket. But when you're constantly under duress, it's tough to get comfortable in the pocket. In this game, he should have some clean pockets to throw from, and I think he'll play well. I mean, it's always better to give your quarterback a clean pocket. Even if the splits say they're not that good with a clean pocket, it's always a positive. So Drake May should have clean pockets to throw from in this game. Now, the only concern I have here for Drake May is the Patriots offense hasn't looked nearly good on the road in Drake May's starts. In his 3 home starts, they're averaging 22.3 points per game, 6.2 yards per play, success rate over 53%. Offensive numbers haven't looked nearly as good in their road games, just 17 points per game, 5.4 yards per play, success rate down at 45.7%. Definitely don't like that. Also, specifically the passing attack. I mean, Drake May at home has actually been pretty good. Look at Drake May's numbers at home. 7.5 yards per attempt, 74.6% success rate per dropback. His numbers in his 3 road starts, not nearly as good. So that definitely concerns me that his numbers aren't nearly as good on the road, but the current defense Arizona's been playing recently, and I mean, it's been better. It's still not a good defense. I think Drake May's going to be in a good position here. I think he'll have some clean pockets. I think Drake May could have a good game here on the road. Now let's flip it over to the other side of the ball and take a look at the Arizona offense. 7th in yards per play, 9th in success rate against the New England defense that's 17th and 27th. So we're off to a good start here for the Cardinals on the offensive side of the ball. Now, I do have a couple angles that actually look pretty good for New England's defense. Number one, they run a lot of man coverage, a lot of cover one. 3rd in man coverage frequency, 4th in cover one frequency. That's bad news for Kyler Murray because he's actually really struggled against man coverage this year. 21st in completion percentage, 28th in yards per attempt, 29th in pass rating, 29th in turnover-worthy play rate. Also not nearly as good against cover one. His overall numbers are on the right side of this graphic. His numbers against cover one are on the left side. You would see struggles against cover one. So Kyler Murray struggles against man coverage, struggles against cover one. Not to mention Kyler Murray's kind of been trending in the wrong direction here. In weeks 8 through 10, the passing attack looked great with Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. Kyler Murray had it going. In the last 3 games, I mean, 6.8 yards per attempt, 77.3 passer rating. Yeah, they played the Seahawks twice and the Vikings, and we'll get into that in a second. But the Cardinals offense definitely trending in the wrong direction. They went from 29.3 points per game, 6.8 yards per play in weeks 8 through 10 to just 15.3 points per game, down to 6 yards per play. So the Cardinals haven't been playing their best offensive football in the last few weeks, but there is one matchup I absolutely love here for Arizona, and it's right here. The Cardinals offensive line has been solid all season, and they should absolutely dominate this matchup against the Patriots defensive front, whether it's creating space in the run game or, more importantly, pass protection. Cardinals offensive line 10th in pressure rate allowed, 6th in pass blocking grade, 7th in adjusted sack rate. The Patriots defensive front has been struggling to put pressure on quarterbacks all season, and that's huge because Kyler Murray's been terrible handling pressure so far this year. When pressured, 26 in yards per attempt, 34th in pass rating, 40th in turnover-worthy play rate. He's been one of the worst quarterbacks in the league under pressure so far this year, but you give Kyler Murray a clean pocket, and he can definitely kill you. He should have plenty of clean pockets to throw from. Like I said, the Patriots defensive front hasn't been great all year. Also, another angle I love for Kyler Murray in this game right here. What does Arizona want to do offensively? They want to hand the ball off, and they want to get those underneath throws. Kyler Murray loves throwing those underneath passes. That plays directly into the weakness of the Patriots defense. They've actually been the worst defense in the NFL against the short pass. They're 32nd in DVOA against the short pass. So Kyler Murray should have plenty of clean pockets to throw from all game. Those underneath throws that he loved, they should also be there for him all game. And he should have plenty of run support here. In their 7 home games, the Cardinals are averaging 5.6 yards per carry, over 165 rushing yards per game. So he should also have run support, because what do the Cardinals love to do? Gap concept blocking schemes. In fact, they're first in frequency. Gap concept blocking schemes, that's what the Cardinals do. Plays directly into the weakness of the Patriots defense. They're 25th in yards per carry allowed, 27th in success rate per rush against gap concept blocking schemes. So the run game should definitely be there for the Cardinals. It's a great matchup for Kyler Murray, in my opinion. I like the Cardinals offense. They should move the ball. They should definitely be scoring points in this game. So where does that leave me in terms of placing a bet? Well, I'm leaning towards the Cardinals because, like I said, I like them to score points. But I also, like I said before, think it's a decent matchup for Drake May as well. So I would go Cardinals team total over or full game over. I actually bet the over, personally. I took it at 45.5, but I'm not mad at a Cardinals team total over either if you're not a Drake May on the road fan, which I would understand if you don't trust Drake May on the road. He hasn't been very good in his road game, so I understand if you want to just take Cardinals team total over. Personally, I think Drake May could play all right. So give me the over 45.5. Cardinals team total over is also a look I like. If you're trying to make a play against the spread, I guess I would lean Cardinals at the 5.5, but personally, I think the back door will be swinging wide open for Drake May, who should be able to complete passes. So give me the over. Live shows 4 p.m. Eastern time during the week, 11 a.m. Eastern time on the weekends. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want to see all the bets I currently have open, head over to KyleKirms.com and click on Open Bets. You'll see mine. You'll see mine as well as everyone else on the staff here. To have ourselves a good one. Just had a great week 14. Let's make it back to back. Please remember to bet responsibly. Hit me up in the Discord if you need me.